welcome back to the channel. L plates to race plates. So, just come back from Darley Moor race circuit. Well, I say just. That was Friday. Saturday I was at Croft watching some friends race. And then today, thought, right, I need to get on with this. So, I had a couple of issues. Basically, the roof nut out the back of the seat unit had spun, making it so the bolt spins and it was stuck in, but stuck hanging out, so I couldn't get it in or out. So I got that to take off. I've ground down my exhaust by bottoming the bike out, so I've got that to look at. Started to have some issues, as you've probably seen on the Darley Moor footage that I've uploaded. The bike started to bog, cut out a little bit. I've had a look. I think there's either a small blockage in the fuel tank, in the fuel filter, or in the inline filter. So, got the seat unit to sort first, take that off, take the tank off, take the filters out, and go from there, see what I need to order. With the exhaust bottoming out, I've got Cadwell on the 8th, so it's like 8 days away, 7 days away, whatever it is. So I need to get that sorted, because if I don't sort that, it might bottom out and it might chuck me off the bike. So need to get a right-hand side headers and right-hand side exit, like continuous pipe for the right-hand side of the bike. And hopefully that stops me bottoming out when I'm leant over. But yeah, I'll stick it on record. This is being recorded on my iPhone, as I've just gone to get my camera out, and all 3 of my batteries are dead. So currently, the footage is going to be on the iPhone until I get some charge. So yeah, I'm going to get cracking. I'll show you what I mean, and then we'll go from there. So what I mean is, this is stuck hanging out. It just spins in and out, and the reason being is where are we? Up there. It's just spinning. I tried some pliers on it and stuff like that. It didn't work, so left it. It wouldn't come in, it wouldn't go out. So I rode around with it like that. Had a bit of rattle front back end. But yeah, get more grips on it and see if that works. And it worked. So once you get that out, as you can tell, there's been a bit of damage caused. But it's out. Yeah, all good. Get seat unit off now. Have a look what he's doing. Probably needs re-riveting. Then we'll take the tank off and have a look at that. So what it's done is basically, when that's riveted in, and it's solid onto the frame, it snaps the rivet basically on the other side, so that can just pull out. So as that was screwing in, that was just spinning. So that needs fixing. Yeah. Easy fix. So I'm not quite sure how this tank comes off, but I presume I need to remove these, either side. Something under here, I can imagine. Yeah, there. And it probably just pulled off at rubbers. This has gone here. But yeah, let's have a go. Alright, so what I'll do now, so I'm not messing with full fuel tank. Really, ideally, I could do is suck it fuel out that way. But they've got the filters in line anyway. So what I'll do is I'll uncouple the filter from here, drain the fuel tank into my jug. And then the tank will be empty and it'll be easier to handle at that point. I pulled this off last time. And then managed to push it back on. Has anyone ever got fuel in their eye? Because I have. Oh, fuck me, it burns. So yeah, don't do it that way because I've just got petrol in my eye. But yeah, we're all good. Right there. Put this fuel into here and turn my tap on. See, fuel's coming out fairly alright, so to me it might just be inline filter blocked. I've just drained all the fuel out, so I'm going to take the fuel tank off. I don't know really what I do with it from this point on, so I'll sort of just guess. But I think it'll be the filter that's attached to the on-off tab, and then the filter inside the tank, which apparently is just bracketed in with 2 bolts. So we'll take the tank off and then go from there. Don't really know what's holding it on. Easy as that. Okay. So I think I just undo this bolt at the bottom and pull out, and it should, if it is that as the issue, it should have a filter that's probably broken down. But I don't actually know. Because it might have been a new pair. It might have been So that is exactly why I'm having issues. That is horrendous. Yeah, so we're having issues, bike were cutting out, fuel filter, all inline filter were going brown and dirty, and that was what were at the bottom of the tank. So that's what's been cutting me out while I've been riding around. So this needs a flush out now. And then a new inline filter, and fingers crossed I'm good to go from there. I'm hoping that just pushes up to there. Put that seal back in. Does it have that seal back in? That's it. So that seal just sits on there. Would that seal just be to seal that? Oh yeah. We'll get a flush out. Chuck it back together. Hopefully that's it. We'll get a new inline filter ordered. Right, so taking the tap off, we've pulled this filter out. The rubber is back in place. She's tightened that back up, washed the tank out, and that's what I got out of it. Hopefully, I'll just put the inline filter back on. Inline filter back on. Doesn't look too bad, to be fair. I'll order some more. I think there's something like 2 on Amazon or eBay, whatever it is, 2 for a tenner, but they'll come in 3 days. So I'll chuck that back on. Get fuel flowing through it, so it fills back up. Hopefully it's better than it was. And go from there. Note to self, when you put your tank back on, make sure you put your rubbers in. Alright, tank is on. Time to get the inline filter back on. So, with this, let's get self sat down. With this, all it is a little pipe here, goes up to the carb, with a tie wrap on it. That gets shoved up into it, tie wrapped on, and then this has got its clip on bottom, and that pushes into it. It is due one, so it is a bit brown. But like I said, I'll get 2 ordered. They're a tenner for 2. Get 2 ordered, and they should be able in 3 days, it says. So I'm not at Cadwell for 8 days. Hopefully I can go and get this exhaust right inside header, or into whatever it is, right inside header exhaust into single pipe up to, so exhaust's on the other side. As I keep bottoming this out, and I'll show you. I've scraped all the exhaust. I'll show you. So the best thing to do with something like this is set your tie wrap off already. Then put that over your pipe rather than trying to wrap it around because it's so tight in there. You need to be able to not drop your tie wrap. You need to be able to get that in and on, push that up and pull that tight and cut off your excess. Otherwise you're trying to get your hand into a little hole, trying to wrap your arm back. I know it's only a little tip and it's basics and it's common sense, but I've been there for a while trying to before. So yeah. Right, I'll get this on and I'll show you. So for anyone facing this style clip, I've never come across this clip, not that I can recall. I thought you'd put something in these holes, squeeze them together, but when I looked, there's no movement in them, they're all just solid. So what you need is a flat bladed screwdriver, put it between that gap. You pop that top off, you can then slide that on, and you then squeeze that together with a set of pliers or whatever, and it'll clip back on. Don't do it the way I was doing it in the beginning, you're just wasting your time. Right, so what I'm going to do now, I've got the inline filter on, tank's had a wash out, I've removed that filter, and put some fuel in, see if we've got any leaks. And if we've got any leaks, then we just go again. So, tank's back on, sides back on. I've got one bolt to put back in. However, these ones are slightly too short. It's a spider, little spiddy. Anyway, these ones are slightly too short, and it's pulled like the threads out the front. But with the longer one, it reaches, it grabs it. However, it's slightly too long, so I need to cut it down. So I'll cut that down, get that whacked in. Yeah, bike should be good to go. Fuel's coming through nicely. So yeah, that was the issue, I can imagine, because we're golden. The issue that I'm having with the exhaust is basically when I'm lint over and I've got my knee down, I've been catching the ground. I've been scraping. As you can see, it's quite a lot of scrapage as well. So what I've seen, well, I've been in the CB 500 group chat on Facebook and they've said, get the headers that basically the right hand headers so you have the right hand exit. So it comes out, it runs across your frame really tight and then comes up under your frame and your exhaust's on this side. And it gives you that extra bit of clearance here, which then stops the scraping. And hopefully I'll never catch the ground again. Well, there's no chance for it chucking me off. So, bag's back together, everything's back on, tank's back solid. The back bit I'm not putting back on because I've just ordered a new riv nut gun, so I can riv nut this. Yeah, so I can riv nut that. Filter is out. New inline filters are on the way. Welcome tomorrow as well. Yeah, the bag's fired up, it's filtering fuel through properly again. But yeah, that's it. Until the back lid's back on, but 2-minute job that. So yeah, sweet. So that's just been a little bit of a maintenance video. Having a couple of issues on track. Easy to rectify. Tank off. Clean tank out. Pull filter out. That's no longer in. And then replace the inline filters when they come tomorrow with the back seat as well. Riv nut. So the seat's been re-riveted. Did both sides just because why not while over there. I've also put on a new inline filter, clean one. So yeah, we're all good. We are all good. Other than the exhaust, I can't get the exhaust. Josh leaning. I'm getting the exhaust off him, but he's not here until the 11th. He's on holiday, so he'll have to last me around Cadwell. So that's it. But yeah, thank you for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, comment, and so on. Got a lot of content to update. I've got Darley Moor. I've got the Ride Out for Wilson Brother Ride. I've got Croft. So I've got a lot to upload. So yeah, thanks for watching. Catch you later.